Yo, good morning, good afternoon. Hope everyone's had a good start to the day. Let's get into some trades. So let's start with, might as well start with pound yen because probably won't be looking at it. So I'll get it out the way. Okay, so GJ currently on the daily time frame is bearish, still respecting that 199 area. Like every time pound yen is pushed into 199, it's had a pullback every time, but we're still trading within this range. So unless we need a strong catalyst, we need some type of fundamental catalyst to push pound yen. One sec. Sorry. So yeah, pound yen, unless there's a strong catalyst, like it has to be something big fundamentally, either from the yen, Bank of Japan or Bank of England. But right now GJ has no direction and we're just trading within this range. 4 hour, looking at the 4 hour, look, it's just ranging, nothing going on with GJ. I said yesterday, unless it breaks above 199, like at least on the 4 hour, we're not going to be going anywhere. So not touching GJ until it gets out of either 199 or 198 and something actually moves this market. But right now I think GJ is just going to be left alone. Right, so back to gold. Let's see what we can get out of gold. Gold is still bullish. We tapped into 3400s this morning a little bit earlier, and then we've had a pullback from there, which happens every time we get into the 3400s. Gold does tend to pull back. So if you look here, if you look in the past, and I've done this many times on stream, look, we get to 3400s, we have a big pullback. 3400s, we're in it for a day, next day drop right back out. So every time we push up, we have these strong rejections from the 3400s. I'm not sure if we're going to get that just yet. I do want it to push. I would like for gold to push up a little further into the 3400s before it drops back down again like it has been. So yesterday we closed, where did it close? Gold closed at 33.97, so it didn't quite close above. So I think today, you know, we've made the bottom wick, we re-break yesterday's high, we push up, and then, you know, in September we probably get a bit of a sell-off and then we drop back out again, unless something fundamentally keeps gold pushing. Actually, we do have September USD interest rates which are likely to drop, therefore we should see some more gold buys. So maybe we'll get into the 3500s, to be fair, in September. But the 4 hour, look, the 4 hour is just steadily been trending up, higher highs, higher lows. So today I'm looking for this 4 hour to either flip bullish or close weak bearish and the next candle continue pushing up, or a retest of like 33.90 for some buys still to continue up. I'm not looking for sells at this point, so it's just straight buys on gold depending on where we get a pullback or the structure on the lower time frames. So looking at the 30-minute, so we did close above, we did push up above Asian highs, pulled back into the range, and we've retested this support right here. So I think gold continues pushing up from this level over the next couple hours. Maybe the 4 hour, like I said, flips bullish and it continues, and then the next candle, next 4 hour candle possibly retest this broken resistance and then still continues to push up. But I do want to see a pullback before gold continues up. I don't want to be buying at the highs and then, you know, gold pulls back on me. It depends on the structure really, but to the left, let's see some lower time frame levels to the left. It's not very clean, so I think we get a push up, bit of a rejection, and then continued buys. So that's me for gold today. Now I've just got to wait. Look, there's no levels that I want to say. Let me mark on the lower time frames. Yeah, it's not very nice to the left. I'm just gonna do the highest point, I guess. Maybe it should be this one, like 34.05. Just clear of all of this noise. If price can push up, close above, there's gonna be nothing to the left for a while. So that's my analysis for today. Right, let me get the chat up in 1 second. Gold's continuing bullish. Got some nice buys going on gold right now. Continuing this uptrend structure. I think this 4 hour flips and pushes, but we needed a pullback on the 4 hour candles, 4 hour time frame, just to get into some better buy positions, buy areas. All right, gold back to the 3400. Let's go. Look at gold, maybe a closure above, potentially. This daily, if this 4 hour flips bullish, I think we get a good push. We've already had a bit of a retest. Look, on the 30-minute, we've retested this support. So if we break out of this range, I think some buys up would be nice. Buys would be real nice. Can we catch another banger today? Looking forward to it. Alright, looks like we could get that breakout in the next 5 minutes. Oh, look at that push. Look at that push. Let me... There we go. Beautiful push on gold. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look, that 4 hour. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Rosie, Benny? Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, lovely, lovely push. Look, mad shiny. Just creamed up. Check the settings here. Slightly brighter. Okay. Gold is moving, so that's 4 hour, yep, flipped, pushing up. So now I would anticipate this 4 hour candle keep pushing. The next one, pull back, retest this broken level, and then continue up. But that will be for another, where are we? Hour and a half, hour and 30. Hour and 30. Oh, but we're moving now. So next candle, if I can get a pullback, just a bit of a bottom wick that respects this resistance. I mean, even if it pulls back but still taps into this resistance and then flips back up, then I'll be looking at taking the buyers when that candle flips. If it's a long pullback, I'll definitely take an entry. Just jump right in. So I was thinking, yeah, break of this high. Now, even though there's this resistance to the left, there's still, that's just the high point over here. We still have all of this noise that gold has currently pushed through. So I'm not really, not that I'm not paying it any mind, but it's not the first level that it's not a level that I'm considering as a breakout, because it's like, it's all the way over here. We've already pushed above the higher time frame. I'm going to take it off because it's already pushed past the higher time frame resistances to the left. Look, they were all at 3400 by looking at the 4 hour. So the 30-minute one, I'm not too bothered. I think with volume, we continue pushing and we just break past it, honestly. Already way past it, way past it. Echo, hello, hello, hello. How you doing? And gold buys already. Nice one, nice one. Gold buys are looking real nice, real nice, real nice. Right, so if we can get a decent bottom wick, just a bit of a pullback, then I'll take a re-break of these highs. I need that bottom wick first, just to create a range for this candle and then the flip. But the way gold is moving, looks like it just wants to keep going. Well, where did you get into your gold buys, Echo? Let's go to control room, see if this works. Don't work. Right, so guess we're not gonna get that pullback to get an entry. Gold is just gonna keep on pushing. Gold making a new high. What did Trading View do these alerts? Gold just left without us. Completely gone. There we go, now it's working. Perfect. So if it doesn't push, I mean, it's going to keep pushing now. That's fine. But I'm still looking for the next 4-hour candle to give a nice pullback, and then hopefully a retest so I can get in. But this is a decent move. Real nice move. $33.95 entry, beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely. Where did it get to? 34.07. Just come back. I hope it doesn't flip bearish and then drive down. But what's your TP? Where are you looking to get out? Gold really took off. Yes, it did. Left no crumbs. Yeah, it was a big move. Big move. I didn't anticipate this candle just to fly up like this though. It's a real nice move. Gold, I mean, it has a bottom weight, it's just really small. Really small. What's GJ doing? And GJ's falling. Something must be going on. We do have prelim GDP in 1 hour, so in about 30 minutes, or in a little while we'll go back. I think the last one I saw was in March, because every 3 months, or it's quarter on quarter. So we'll check that out, of course. But get pound yen, because I'm not looking to take any trades on GJ for now. This is a weird trading view alert, making a new high. I didn't set that alert. Very weird. Or did I? Could have been a very old alert. Doubt it. Created on Friday the 8th of August. Wow. Probably all my old alerts. Let's get rid of these. Right, but we're moving. What's good? What's going on, gold? I do want to see where the next point is. Look, we've cleared, pretty much clearing these previous 4-hour highs. So the highest point is 34.09, and then see 34.28 for the first 4-hour resistance above this level, and then 34.32. But I know on the daily 34.31 around there. I think like you echo was about the highs I'm looking for. Here we go. Yeah. All right. See how high gold wants to go today. See if this GDP is gonna give us some volume. The forecast is actually quite nice. It's supposed to be, I think I saw earlier, 3.1% or 3.2, which is better than March, because I believe March was 0.3%. 0.3%. Back to 34.05, 34.04. Okay, we're getting a slight drop. Gold needs to pull back some. I'm trying to get in. Aren't we all, Benny? Aren't we all? It would have been perfect if it came down first, flipped. I would have been all in on the flip. Right, if the bottom wick was as long as this, then yeah, perfect. I pretty much retest and then push up, all in. All in, all in. See what GG is doing. We're still stuck in this range, to be fair. Like, gold's pushing, pound yen's dropping, but it's still a way to go for pound yen to break out of this range. There's just so many levels. Right, new 50-minute candle's about to open. Not really liking how this 50-minute candle's closing, to be honest. It looks like the start of a reversal pattern. Could be a continuation, but we would need it to close slightly bearish. Smaller bearish body. So we had a weak bullish closure. We're either going to get a wick fill or we're just going to respect this previous high and then start pushing down. But still no entries for me here yet. Pound yen's tapped into this 4-hour support. So with that, the new strategy, I haven't really tested it on pound yen. I've only tested it on gold, but I will be looking to see if it does apply to GJ as well. Would be good. Would be good. But I think it's better. To me, it seems to be working better when pairs are trending, not ranging. In a trend, not a range. Right back, see what this candle does. Let me move my camera. Right, I'll be back. Yo, back in the building. Alright, what have I missed? What have I missed? I wonder if GJ will react to US GDP too. Sometimes other pairs move quite a bit for USD news. Depends on how good or bad the data is, to be honest. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. It does depend because yeah, obviously dollar is the global currency, isn't it? So if something's going to strongly affect USD, it does tend to move the rest of the markets. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to today's news. I look forward to every news, to be fair. And then sometimes it can be very disappointing. So not only is it USD news, it's also, prelim GDP, it's also unemployment claims as well. So both things to look out for. Copy that. I will be alright, I did say half an hour before news. I'll go over what happened last time, so give me about 4 or 5 minutes and then we'll go back and review the last time this data was dropped, which was March, I believe. May 29th. So 3 months ago. Every 3 months, yeah. So on gold now, I want to see a retest of this resistance, which is not all the way down there. Yeah, retest of this resistance and a bounce to continue back up. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm hoping. So yeah, like I said, couple minutes, I'll start doing the review of last time. look, volume looks like it's slowing down slightly. Look, 15-minute body is getting slightly weaker. Candles aren't moving as much, aren't pushing up, so I would expect a decent pullback before the push. But look, this was a really nice 4-hour candle. I'm really loving the structure on gold because it's not straight up, but it's given really good buy opportunities after the pullbacks if you can catch these retests. I mean, even this morning, if you have a look here, this is the 2 a.m. candle, but look, let me clear this. So if you have a look, we pushed up. This was, let me go over yesterday's trade. I will do that. But this morning, we pushed up, we broke the highs, we pulled back. Where did we pull back to? A retest of this broken resistance. Retest of this broken resistance, and then continue pushing. So this would have been a really good place to have maybe a limit order, or if you use a weight trade in Asian session, you would have seen it. But this is a perfect entry. So that's really what I've been looking for a lot, is retest of 4-hour levels. Oh look, 15 minutes coming back. This is why I didn't want to get into a trade without making a decent bottom wick first, but it just didn't seem like it was going to continue pushing, especially when this 15-minute close like this. No bueno. But yes, yesterday I took it was 33.90, no, 33, where's my trade, 33.76 and 33.77, 2 positions I took, and that was based on this 4-hour continuation pattern right here. So let me put that back on. Alright, so this 4-hour continuation pattern right here. So wanted a bottom wick for the 4-hour candle, decent bottom wick. Retest this support, break this previous 4-hour high, and then make a longer top wick for, what day was yesterday? Tuesday's candle. I could have just looked at it here. Tuesday's candle. So that was pretty much the idea. So I actually broke this down at the end of the stream, that if price came down and retested this support down here, then I would be looking for buyers. And it's exactly what happened. It came down. I saw it pushing back up. I took an entry at 76. Took an entry at 76. This candle opened, came down, pushed back up. I took another entry at 77 and then just rode it all the way up to 33.93, which was the top of this range. I did anticipate that price was going to go further, but it took so long. It took so long to push up. I mean, if you look at the 15-minute time frame, you can see that price was bouncing around like this area for, what's that, 1 2 3 4 5, I'll call it 5, so 5 15 75, about an hour and 15 minutes. Price was just bouncing around in between 30 pips. It wasn't pushing, and then it finally started to push up and then break out, and I got out at, yeah, like I said, 33.93. It's a really nice trade yesterday. It's about 160 pips or so over the 2 trades. It's really nice. And again, that was based on the retest of 4-hour support and this continuation pattern. That was it. Super bullish. So I'm kind of looking for the same thing today, especially with the next 4-hour candle that's about to open. Right, but in the meantime, let's go back and check out the news then. So what did I say? March 29th. Let's go to May 29th, sorry. And it would have been at 1:30. May 29th, 1:30. So let's go to 12:30. Alright, perfect. Okay, so this was the news here. This push up. Not very wow. What day was it? On Thursday as well. So it pushed, okay, 76 pips, which is not bad. 76 pip push. 76 pips, and the forecast last month was minus 0.3 and it came out minus 0.2, so good numbers, and it pushed gold up. So if we get some good numbers again today, I'm expecting another push on. I'm expecting a push on gold either way, to be honest. I'm so bullish on gold. I'm expecting everything to be good news for gold. So I would love to see the push right now. So on my broker, this 30-minute candle looks bearish. So it's giving it looks like a continuation pattern that's happening right now. But if I'm honest, I don't like the way it looked on the 15. I'm not feeling how it looked on the 15. So that was very uneventful. Let's look at pound yen as well, since there was discussion in the chat about pound yen potentially having a reaction to this news too. So May 29, we're gonna go to 12.30 again. Boom. And the news was this bearish candle. So gold pushed up, pound yen pushed up. Well, pound yen was already falling. Pound yen was already on its way down, so sorry, I feel a bit slightly sick, but not too well. I think it's just allergies. Bit of allergies attacking me. Echo, you still holding? How do you manage risk? Do you trail your stop? Or do you just hold full positions? Do you close partials? I'm not anticipating big moves today, especially on GJ. Oh man, don't even talk about GJ. Oh, look at that, filled the wick finally. So it didn't really come down and make a better bottom wick, but continuation pattern played out well, very well. Man, gold is running, ain't it? Okay, cool. I trail my stops based on structure. Move my stop loss to my stop to break even already. Okay. Okay. So no closing partials then, just locking in pips as your trade is moving. Nice. Ooh, this 4 hour candle. The 4 hour time frame looks so good. Right, we've got 19 minutes until news, just under 20 minutes. What do we think's happening for GDP? Is it going to be high impact? Are we going to have gold buys, gold sells, or are we just going to whipsaw or not much movement? What do you think's happening? I think gold is going to continue bullish, to be fair. I think gold is just going to continue. I do hope we get a pullback though before, you know, the final leg up. Spray. Allergies are trying to kick in right now. Sound a bit congested. I keep checking back on pound yen, expecting it to have done something, but no, nada. But with GJ, what I do want to see is, because price is sort of playing around at this 4 hour support, I'm kind of anticipating a push back up to the top of this range. So maybe post news, pound yen will push back to 199. Just an idea. Alright, 15-minute candle, filled the wick, broke the highs. Now we just wait for this news. That new 15-minute candle, just pushing, very small pullbacks. Maybe pound yen will keep dropping, because look, we've broken this previous 4-hour low as well on GJ, so maybe it will come down, maybe get a retest of 198.3. If it can finally break out of this range. Look, there's just too many 4-hour supports right below. If I was to draw every one, the chart would look very convoluted. It look way too crazy, too much going on, confusing, just lines everywhere. Nah. Whereas look at gold, pretty clean ranges. That's what's missing with GJ. We don't have clean ranges. Look at this is look, 82 pips, 104 pips, 110 pips. It's nice clean ranges. Pound yen, and we have this one here. This is 36 pips. I'm gonna do with 36 pips. Then we have that support, 15 pips there. This is 30 pips from this high to this area there. It's not really tradable. No direction. Not much of a bottom wick on this 15-minute gold candle. Not much at all. This is what I want to see to take some gold buys. Little bounce and continue up. Nothing crazy. Whatever gold does, GJ will do the opposite. Facts. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Gold buys, GJ drops. GJ drops, gold buys. So, if we're anticipating that gold is going to push after this news, then we might see a bit of a sell on GJ. But it didn't look like GJ moved much the last time this news came out. Didn't look like it moved much. Let me look and see if there's any information about this gold, about this news today. News. Calendar. No related stories to GDP. Also unemployment claims. So they're expecting unemployment claims to rise or to have risen to 231k from 226 last week. No stories. No stories. No stories. Alright, nothing on Forex Factory. Japan doesn't seem to be doing great. Alright, let's go to starting like FX Street. I normally check out my news in the morning, but I didn't. What was I doing this morning? Oh yeah, I didn't. Okay, pound rises against the dollar as Fed Williams signals potential rate cuts. I mean, I thought rate cuts were already on the table for September. GJ slides to near 198.50. Japan's Akazawa cancels visit to Washington. So yeah, apparently Japan and the US aren't happy with, or Japan's not happy with the trade deal they have with the US. but it doesn't seem to be really having a super high impact on GJ, because it's still just been within this range anyway. If it was weak for the yen should have, pound yen should have been pushing. If it weakened the yen, but it didn't seem to. So Japan is supported by narrow yield spreads and hawkish BOJ. Gbp extending recovery in quiet week. So pound yen is going up against USD, but not really much strength against the yen. How long we got left? 4 minutes. Yeah, nothing much that's explaining anything that's going on, to be fair. But I do recommend FX Street to check out some fundamentals, some headlines, what's going on with each country for the pair that you're actually trading. At least 1 or 2 articles a day. Even if you're not into fundamentals, it's good to know. It's good to know what might be affecting that country currently. Do you know? Alright, 2.5 minutes. Alright, let's go. I don't know why. I don't feel like this is going to be super high impact for some reason. Because I don't believe this is the news that's going to, you know, change gold. But you never know. You never know. It moves 70 pips in May. So a 70 pip push would be, no. If that happens, then all good. But after this breakout from this range, I need a pullback, or I need some structure before I can take more buys. I couldn't take buys just at the break of this high after this breakout. So I'm gonna wait. Ooh, give us a pullback. Go on, pull back. Give me a nice retest down here. What are the results? Good numbers, very good numbers. 3.3%. Very good numbers. Good numbers. So typically, if the market was, you know, being normal, we had normal monetary policy, and we were USD was trying to strengthen the economy, then good numbers would mean it's very bullish for USD, therefore bearish for gold. That's what that would mean. Let's see what the DXY is doing. So look, DXY is pushing up. So this is what is supposed to be happening. Bullish for US dollar, bearish for gold. And gold, as you can see, is still pulling back. So this is very typical of news. But we know the Feds are going to drop these interest rates. And we're waiting on seeing the economy bouncing back. So this, I think, is just another good confirmation for them to drop rates, that the economy is doing well. Alright, we're getting that retest. Now, would I have got in on that retest? No. I was expecting a bounce, but I would not have taken a trade just because of this pullback here. What I would need to see is this current candle close very close or on this resistance, but have tapped it, respected it, and then on the next candle, if it respects this low, so say it drives down a bit, respects this low, starts pushing back up, then I would like to take the buys. And that's how I get in on the retest entries, just like that. But I mean, it's been what, 3 minutes? Still a long way for this candle to go before it closes. Also be the 4-hour candle closing too. And remember what I said, I wanted a retest, pull back. So maybe even if price comes back down to 33.98, yeah, so 33, yeah, I'd have to wait for the next 4-hour candle, make a bottom wick, retest this broken resistance, and then take the buys up from there. So just a little bit more of a pullback, maybe retest the daily flip, but not close back below the Asian range. I really wouldn't want it to. So maybe just come back down and yeah, just somewhere, retest somewhere before it comes back up, and then I'll jump in again. Like similar move to yesterday. but a long way to go for that. What did pound yen do? Okay, so pound yen did have a bit of a spike up. Maybe this was a break and retest as well. But if GJ closes back in this range, I think it continues up. And then also, see how this 4-hour candle closes too. It's going to be very interesting. On GJ, this 4-hour candle, depending on how it closes, is going to be very interesting. I kind of don't want it to close bearish. I want it to close weak bullish, pull back, and then, you know, we get a wick fill. I think that will be a better confirmation that price is going to continue pushing up. But a bearish closure on the 4-hour right off this, out of the 3400s, hopefully not. Still quite a while to go. Nothing going on with GJ. As expected. As expected. So taking this trade, how much? Look, remember this breakout? Getting into this trade would have got to about 44 pips. But because there's no bottom wick here, it would have been very difficult to have, well, to place a stop loss. Not really, because if I used the previous candle, it would have been what, 79 pips. But I knew I wanted a bit of a pullback before it continued. Well, it looks like we've made the bottom wick now. Not quite got the retest. Not quite got the retest. Alright, I really wanted to just test, like, tap the level. If it can tap this broken resistance and then close right above it, then I'm looking at the buyers, definitely. But I'm expecting the next 4 hour candle to make a bottom wick. In fact, what were the results? I know the results of GDP were really good. And unemployment claims came out pretty much the same as the forecast, so nothing really there. And tomorrow we got core PCE price index. Still 15 minutes left till this candle closes. Oh shoot, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, where we at? Lovely. Come give us that retest. I'm not taking any retest entries until September. That's when I will be introducing the new strategy and taking trades on stream. But because it's the new 4-hour candle as well, I wouldn't just take this retest. I want to wait for the 4-hour candle to see how this 4-hour candle closes, and then see just wait for the next 4-hour candle to open. Maybe give it about half an hour, see if I can get that bottom wick, decent bottom wick that I've been looking for, possibly this retest and then the push up. Also I want to see how this 4-hour candle closes too, as in if it closes bearish, then I might have to rethink, but I'm still thinking buyers anyway. Just hopefully not a massive sell-off from the 3400 from here. Alright, so what did I say? Retest of potentially the daily flip. needed to tap this resistance or close very near it or above. The next candle push up, but it's this new 4-hour candle that's throwing me off a bit. Not throwing me off, but that I need to wait for. It's requiring a lot of patience right now. A lot of patience. Let's do notion. Ooh. Alright, gold. Maybe a 4-hour continuation pattern right here. Same as yesterday. Same as yesterday. So that could mean another retest of this support and then a push up. So at the moment, in 6 minutes, I doubt gold is gonna retrace this whole pretty much 100 pip drop. But my concern is if this closes back in this range. So let me clean this up slightly. So I've got a 4-hour resistance at 33.98. Ideally, I was looking for this 4-hour to close above and the next 4-hour pull back, retest this broken resistance and then continue up. So that was my plan for buyers. But if this 4-hour closes back in this range and then the next 4-hour gets a top wick, maybe taps this resistance here and then breaks this low, I think we're going to get the start of a pullback. 4 minutes. So a perfect close would be, oh, that's the wrong line. I just need a straight line. Is this, no, this one here. Perfect. A perfect close would be respecting these previous higher lows right here. And then again, next candle, just come down, tap, and then up, up. That would be okay. I hate when gold pulls back on me. Still think it's going up more. Me too. I still want the gold buys. I still want to take some buy positions. Now at this time I'm probably not so much scalping the markets, but I'm holding my positions a little bit longer into the NY session. So this pullback is great because my main bias is buys. If I can take buys from the lowest point possible, then I'll hold that for as long as I can to the rest of the day. But what time did I close my trade yesterday? It felt like it was kind of late. It was, what day was yesterday? Wednesday. Closed at 93. So it was about, we'll say 5:30. Yeah, just before the new 4 o'clock, new 4-hour candle. I remember closing. I was talking to Gbpjpy. I can't remember where she got out. But our thing is, if she closes, whenever she closes a trade, price just shoots up after that, and it pretty much did happen. But she was going for 33.99, which it did eventually get to. She probably would have closed with it coming very close if she'd held for about an hour longer. That sucks. But she got some decent pips. She got in at 33.76, so pretty much one of the same entries that I took. So really good entry. And in 2 minutes, I'm going to really plan my trade. $33.85. So at the moment, I'm looking at retest, like potential places that gold can retest before it buys back up. So the first area would be this minor trend line and the daily flip. So if gold can hold above here, I'll look to take some entries after we get a bit of a bottom wick. Nah, it's not going to be there. Pushing down some more. So maybe 33.95 as an entry. Small pullback, push up. Or if gold does a deeper pullback, maybe 33.86 down here, which kind of coincides with you know, I don't want gold, I don't want a 4-hour candle, the next 4-hour candle, to break this low ideally. So perfect would be here, just a little drop down, retest. If you can close above this candle, retest, and then push back up, that would be great. We'll still be respecting these higher lows up here. Alternatively, the 4-hour, now we've got this resistance. If the 4-hour retests this support, then again push up. If it breaks below, then I probably won't take any trades for the rest of the session. Most likely not. This 4-hour, is it closing below? Looks like it might. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna drop some more. We did respect this support right here. We have a minor, kind of a better support below, so I wouldn't mind just a bit more of a bottom wick gold. A bit more. Yay, nay. So two things I'm looking for sells. If gold rejects 3400, so pushes up to 3400, just right here, 3401, which is now a 4-hour resistance. If it taps, so it'll be about here. If it taps, comes back down, I'll be looking. I won't be taking any sells, but I think gold can sell, and that's because we've closed back in the Asian range. The daily is now bearish again, and we've got a 4-hour resistance here, and gold tends to sell out of the 3400s, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a bit of a pullback, maybe down to 33.85. Again, want to see what happens at this 4-hour support. If this support holds, then I'm expecting a bounce back up, and I'm just looking at these lower time frame levels and see if gold can close above them. GJ looks like a break and retest, but still within this range, so very untradeable for me. I'm not gonna force anything on pound yen, nada. So a lot to think about here, a lot to think about, a lot to consider, a few ideas. Hasn't really made much of a bottom wick. So expecting a bit more of a bottom wick, but then looking at structure, if it's gonna respect this area here, then we could just get a straight push up. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a bit, 100%. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to leave it here. I think Echo got the best entry right here. And like I said, this is something that'll be introduced to the stream in September. This strategy probably wouldn't have caught it on the stream today because the entry would have been at either 11 or 11:30 based on this retest of the support. And then starting the stream at 12. I wouldn't been able to get in. Doesn't really have a set time for this entry, but I think that's what I would have been looking at. But yeah, guys, back again tomorrow where we have PCE, core PCE price index, so that should be a fun one. We do get some moves out of that, and maybe I was gonna say maybe pound yen will be out of the range by then, but not looking forward to anything pound yen just yet. But good trading day today, not a bad session. We've got some ideas now for the rest of the day. Let's see which one plays out. Alright guys, peace out.